Look, let's talk about it. Your questions, and I got your messages to a lot of them. It's just they're really vast. So let's just jump right into it. Hey, Carcino, appreciate everything you do, bro. But I love the way you got on Ellie, man. That was thumbs up. Way to go, bro. Why people like Ellie don't report the news? Okay, look, this is not a jump on Ellie's setback. I was using Ellie as an example because when Ellie first started, and as you notice, his videos is going back to basics. But when Ellie first started, and what he does creates a whole spiral of everybody else doing the same thing. And what Ellie was doing was he was using Mayweather and Pacquiao since 2009 on, in 2010, whatever, as the gas. So all his videos was about Mayweather and Pacquiao. No matter where he went, Mayweather and Pacquiao would be the trigger core around it. But he actually interviewed some fighters too. And those fighters actually gave him great solid contact information to let him know exactly what he needed to know. You feel me? He got information to his question, but we as the boxing fans who were listening got to hear things directly from the fighter. So even if he didn't even know what, I mean, it probably went past Ellie's head. But we heard it as boxing fans. We heard the stuff that he was really trying to get out there. You know, so he answered Ellie's question, and he'll just keep talking. And during the interview, you also get gems and learn things about what's going on in there. So that's what I miss. His actual going to the gyms to interview the different fighters and everything else. But if you look at it, they're making money. You know, this journalism, the boxing journalism thing is dead. All those magazines, the Ring magazine, who buys a boxing magazine now? They don't even buy magazines hardly anymore. Everything is going internet and paperless. I'm telling you, the journalist is boxing journalist is like basically all dead. All that way of doing things is just dead, it's old, and now the dictators are the fans. I mean fans, people who are not even connected in the sport of boxing. You hold the flame, you hold the torch because anybody with a PC who can log on and get online can get on there and talk about boxing and manipulate the general public. And that's what became dangerous to the journalists. So the journalists are all going to go ahead and strike down against those people on social media if they're not involved in social media. But now they have to conform. Because you look at Examiner. Examiner has cut almost 50% of its money it used to pay its journalists for writing. So all those guys for boxing, they got cut in half. And I mean, these are great journalists and writers. You know, they write a piece, you know it's written well. But it's similar to everything you've seen in like TMZ, World Star Hip Hop. Once that crap became news, now all of a sudden you have a whole different group. You have paparazzi battling with real photographers. Real photographers take pictures, you know, they're done in a professional manner. You know, lighting, lighting and setting and all that stuff. Paparazzi just want to get the picture. Why? Because it's money involved. Some people get 20,000 for the right photo, 50,000, 100,000. People will do anything for these photos. That's why they run like crazy to get them. And TMZ, they don't care. All they're gonna do is get the news fast and report it before the evening news get it. That was their main goal when they started out on the internet, is to have the news out fast. There it is, TMZ. And when they got the Mel Gibson thing before the news, When social media and hype becomes the news and they got it first, people started paying attention to them and going to them as a legitimate, credible source. Now the news was forced to do what? Conform to this form of media. There's no more fact checks anymore. Everybody just believes what something says, and whoever gets it out first, well, that's the news. So now the TMZ crap and all the stuff that wasn't news is now on your CBS, NBC, ABC, CNN. Oh, Britney Spears walked out when she got a new dog. That's on your CBS News. That's on your NBC News now. Why? Because if they don't put it out, you're going to go to TMZ and check it out. And they don't want you to go there. So they conform to play ball. I hope I explained that well enough so everybody would understand it, that that is the game. And it's happening in boxing. Okay? You're going to see a video where somebody's getting a haircut. Some famous boxer is getting a haircut. You're going to see a new boxer buy a watch. You're going to see this new boxer, hey, he's walking down the street. And then people are going to cry and outrage and complain. And then they're going to say, well, why are you complaining and doing that? And why are you putting these videos out? But they keep watching it. And you know why? Because those are the videos that get thousands of hits because everybody's crazy in the social media world. They're so bored and hate their life so much that they live in the PC. They live on the internet where they can create a whole new life, be a whole new person, and that's who they want to live in. And they want to live through other people's lives. That's social media. And a whole nutcase. And that is the boxing world. In this life, they wanted to be a guy that commentated on boxing, and they never could get that break. So this is their break. And they're going to let you know about it. And they're not going to have an article, maybe. They might not even make sense half the time, and they might not know what they're talking about. But they're going to put it out there. And one to maybe two people may believe them. Then that starts a spiral pot of a lot of people believing misinformation. And hey, it's social media. Some stuff's going to be wrong, some stuff's going to be right. Nobody's going around to fact check. So they just want to have it out first. And that's the name of the game. Have it out first. And that's what all these websites and everybody's battling for. It's like a big Star Wars to have it out first. That's what you do. And now we move on. Yeah, and screw TMZ. I just really hate TMZ. I really do. I hate them with a passion. Because you gotta understand, if anybody who ever watched TMZ, any of y'all, they never portray anybody with color in a decent light. If you watch this show that actually come on television, it's purposely made to misdirect you. But you gotta understand something. This show wasn't designed for people of color. 83% are Caucasian of their viewers. 9% are black, and the rest are Hispanic and Asian. Only 1% Asian watch TMZ. I found that to be very interesting. But if you watch the show, you see they cater to their audience. When they show blacks on there, and they do talk about blacks, it's always about athletic ability, something sexual, and money. Those three facets. And when it's a black guy, they always talk about his penis size. Oh, he gotta have a big guy, a big you know what to get this person. Because that's the projection they want to give to their viewers, their Caucasian viewers. They want to send that message out to them to say this is what all they're good for. Their athletic ability, their sexuality. Never us in a business, never anything. They don't even support it. You won't get TMZ showing up to any charity events where blacks are doing things that are for charity, or they dressed in suits, they're doing nice. TMZ won't show up for that. But if it was Caucasians there doing that, they would show up. But y'all watch it. Now, let's move on. Next question. Um, oh, about the Duck Dynasty. Why am I so hard about Mayweather's comments about not working with Bob Arum ever in life? Because when this is why, when you say I don't want to work with somebody in life, knowing that the biggest fight with Manny Pacquiao, the only way you're gonna get that fight is to work with Bob Arum. It's like, let's cut the chase. So if you're saying that, then you're basically saying you're not gonna do the Manny Pacquiao fight. So it's like, why waste people's time? It's like you don't put that statement out there in absolute, because once you do that in absolute, then they're gonna say, well, you could have said this years ago. I mean, Manny was gonna be with Bob. He was with Bob all that time. He's still gonna be with Bob. So just say you don't want to do the fight and just go and fight whoever you're gonna fight. You know, it's just, that's the point I'm making. You just gave them a lane to come in and hate you. That was the point I was making. Next question. Why don't I don't need to go outside the house. I mean, I've done videos in the past where I have been outside. I just don't see the phenomenon of me going to a gym when we have the BoxingSocialist.com on Twitter. Go there. I mean, not on Twitter, but on YouTube. We got a Boxing Socialist where we got gym footage. You got fighter interviews. You got everything on there. The Boxing Socialist. Go right here on YouTube. Look at that page and check it out. And it will show you what you need to see. I don't know what was that just fell. But it'll show you everything that you need to see over there. We got fighters interviews from the Charlo brothers to the Samajes. It's a lot of fighters on there. And they're giving you great interviews. Go check it out. And, of course, the website, BoxingSocialist.com. But other than that, this is me, like, basically personally one-on-one talking to you. I don't need to leave this chair. I conduct business from right here and can make more money than me burning gas running around town going to the gym trying to film something. For what? I have other people already doing it. If I just happen to be at the gym that day and I'm recording, then that's different. But that's an occasion when I go out to the gym. You know, that's what I would do. But I don't have to do that. Especially to, it's like some people have to. You know, this is what they do. They have to go and do that. I just don't have to do that. I think I'm more valuable, more worth sitting here manning things. Let's go to the next question. How do I get into the boxing business? I love boxing. I was an amateur boxing back in 2004. I stopped boxing for a while because I had to go and support my family. I want to know, I mean, you gotta let me know. You talking about boxing wise? Then, like, I don't get it. Like, you talking website, you record videos at the gym. I don't know what you're talking about. So you would have to resend that one. If you're talking about starting a pro career, again, I have no idea where you are, no locations, no gyms. I'm quite sure you can find a gym. It's basically simple if you already was an amateur fighter. Depending on your age, I don't know who would take you in. A lot of vagueness there. I love your videos, dude. Please give a shout out to I've never come check out my website and this and that. Okay, there's no question in this. So casinos. Okay, these are just statements. Canelo. Okay, Canelo Angulo. That's what this. Oh, they think Angulo's not ready, which he basically isn't 100% ready for this fight. That's why they chose him because they're I guess working out the details. And yes, I did tell y'all a month ago about the fight. Thank you for remembering. I did tell you that this fight was already made, basically a month ago. And they're trying to work on the undercard. They're gonna try to put Laura and Melina together, the rematch. I told y'all that a month ago. So when you see it happen, you can already say, "Hey, we knew because he told us and he let us know." But as far as being ready, fights fights now are not even like that anymore. You know, it's not about being ready no more. They don't even care about wins and losses. Like I'm hearing rumors that Zab is signing with Al Heyman. It's like come on. It's like a joke. It's like you making a mockery of the sport when y'all do stuff like that. Because it's like, come on, Zab's done. He's done. His last fight showed me he's done. He can't pull the trigger. You can't pull the trigger on Paulie Malignaggi. What are you doing? What are you doing? And I love Zab to death. Followed him his whole career, but when you get to that point, you know we see it before they see it. But it's time to go. It's really time to go. I would, Carcino, I would love to see Zab. Here it is, Zab Shane Moses. Come on, what we need Zab Shane Moses? No, no. Marcos Madonna. Floyd should have fought Marcos Madonna. He should have. I mean, but hey, it's not his fault if they had a rematch clause in the contract and he exercised his rematch clause. So it all depends on how the structure of the rematch clause was. Some rematch clauses has it where you can have a fight in between that fight, but as long as they give them a rematch after. It all depends on how the rematch, his option was structured. That we don't know. I don't even think he knows. But he's upset because he wanted to fight Mayweather. And he's like, when I fought Amir Khan, I wanted a rematch, and they didn't give me a rematch. So, but again, you weren't the A side of the deal. You were the opponent. As in this situation, you were the opponent, and if you fight again with Adrian Broner, you're going to be the opponent. It's just the way it is, man. You just gotta keep winning fights. That's the only thing I can tell you. I mean, I would have loved to see you fight Floyd Mayweather. That's what I rooted for that fight to happen. So I was in your corner. Mm, there's nothing there. Me 78 and blood boxing and ego need to do a show. Okay. You would pay to see. The guy said he would pay to see me, uh, blood boxing, 78 fight news, and ego do a show. Okay. You love to watch TBC. Okay. You love to watch TBC. Google thing. I don't even know how that Google thing works, where they get everybody on the line. And I mean, Nesto keep trying to get me on there. I get the invites, but Nest, if you watching this video and you ever make it to the 20-minute mark, you do that show in the middle of NFL playoffs. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. I guess Dominicans don't watch football, but we do. Plus the Patriots is in it. Y'all near Jersey. That's close to New Hampshire, so y'all should be rooting for them. And I think that's it, fellas. We have reached the 20-minute mark, and I will refuse to go any further. The questions have now been answered, and That's it.